All right, today we're gonna bring a sand filter, and this is a great pump. So those that have above ground pools like I do, right now we're still filling our actual pool. We're not even halfway there. We're actually a little bit more than halfway there, but we're setting it up prior to setting up the water completely. And once we have this set up, we should be able to go. So including with the actual motor, the unit that requires the sand, a lot of different parts in here, including a lot of adapters too. We're gonna do the adapters also, and if you guys could see it, they give you plumbing tape, a lot of different fixtures to tighten the ends, max levels of the sand. This goes inside, and the instructions are included. So let's go ahead and put it together and see how it works. All right, my recommendation when you're setting up the gauge, make sure you put plumber's tape, all right? And then you could tighten it up some more. If you have a little wrench, you just tighten it up some more. We're gonna set this up facing down, all right? This is gonna be facing down, all right? Straight down to the bottom. Doesn't have any grip or anything like that. We just straight on down, and the sand goes right over it. But there's a cover for it, all right? Make sure you put the cover. Do not add any sand on the top. Make sure you just put the cover. Make sure it covers it right. All right, and then you're able to pour all the sand in. Once you hit the maximum, you should be good. So we're gonna pour the sand next. All right, now that we got our cover, we're gonna start with our sand. Just make sure you know where the maximum line. Now, one thing that you need to be aware: stop once in a while, move the sand around, make sure it doesn't go in the center, and also water it down so it can settle down. All right, we're gonna put some water slowly. All right, so we're a little bit under the minimum. We're gonna add a little bit more sand, and I do have another bag. All right, now this is the most important part, guys, that we're gonna do on the build. You got to make sure you put the rubber band inside, all right, because this is gonna be covering the majority of the cover, so make sure you do that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and plug this one in here. All right, we're gonna fasten this thing here. We tie this part right here, fasten this one, fasten the other one. So now we're gonna test it out, make sure there's no water leaks. All right, so we're gonna open up B and B. All right, this is gonna go into the system, B and B. I have a splitter here that meets it, goes down. They do provide one, but this is my own. I bought one. Goes in there to the pump, goes into the actual pump system, and then releases back. And this is a waste. All right, we're gonna let some water go out after. We got the pump here working with it, strong, and we got a couple leaks, but plumbing tape, a little manpower fix. Got a couple modifications we did. I'm just gonna tie it a little bit up. Yeah, this needs just to be tied just a little bit. The plumbing tape, the water bottom one leaking just a little bit. Nothing we can do on that one if we fix it with water. All right, we finally finished it. A couple things I had to make modification. It took me a while because I was waiting for some parts. So it does come with its own attachments, and I'm gonna show you. Right, these are the attachments. It didn't come with the front one. Right, I actually added these. All right, at first it comes with these right here. These 3, 4 of them. All right, so you could convert them. Now I ended up buying different ones, and I'm gonna show you guys these different ones right here. The reason is that I didn't want too many points of leakage. All right, and if you guys notice, I did put plumbing tape. It was leaking for quite a while. I cleaned it up. I got rid of all the leaks. I ended up putting this converter here, and converter there, and so far I don't see no leaks. It's been running for an hour already. I did backwash. All right, when you first get it, you got to do backwash. All right, you got to make sure you drain out any waste stuff that's in there, any sand that's in there. We'll do that once in a while. I am going to attach another hose here, and I do see just one little tiny drop coming out, but it's not a big deal. I just end up tying it up, and it should do it. Plumber's tape does it. That one, that hose right there, I had to get a long one. I might get a longer one so I could run it through the back instead of front. I want some place so we could walk. All right, now I did modify this one right here. I got this one, and actually it's a good piece, because the reason is that I have a stopper here. I could emergency stop here, this part here, and going in here. And I did modify that part too on my pool. It didn't have that attachment. I wanted a longer one so it could have a better flow of it. The one that is included, it's good, but the funnel's a lot smaller. So I ended up getting half an inch. This is half. You can see 1/2, I believe it is. It's a lot thicker, more water flow on it. Very powerful pump. It's working very well. You have this basket here, and then once in a while you got to clean it up. Where all the water, all the filtering's out. It goes to the sand. It goes out. Now, seasons, I don't change my sand unless it's a new season. Next summer, that's the way I'm going to change it. Some people don't even change it, but I don't like to leave water. I like to empty it out and have it ready for the next season. So I put this away. Before I put it away, I keep it a couple of days out in the sun so it could make sure it evaporates all the chemicals, all the stuff that's went through, all that water. And I flip it too. So that's another thing. Sand, it's easy to get rid of it. Water will float away, or if you have a ditch or somewhere that you can put it, you can do that. Now the sand, I had to put 1 1/4 of a sandbag, right? One entire bag and 1/4 of another bag, right? So it took quite a lot of sand, but I'm guaranteeing you it's gonna last you the whole summer. Let's take a look at the other things. All right, so this part right here was easy. Make sure you put in the seal. Very important to seal. I had a leak on the actual valve. I removed it, so I don't really need the valve. The valve, you know, it's there for reasons if you want more pressure, but you'll see it with the pressure. You can actually tell what's the pressure. So I removed the valve, put this back in there. Any leaks, just find them anywhere. Right now there's no leaks. This is from earlier, but you monitor the whole system, and then I feel very comfortable leaving it for a long time, running it. Now this system does not have a timer. You're gonna have to provide your own timer on this one, and that's the only thing, the fallback, that you have to provide your own timer. But the filter, look at this, fabulous. Look at the water flow. And right now I attached this attachment here just so it could oxygenate the water, keep it going, flowing and everything perfect. Then I got my system going in there too. So very good sand filter system running from there to there. Easy to install. A couple steps. The motor is the heaviest part. The sand gets heavier when you add the water and the sand, right? This part of it. So moving it, I would suggest maybe adding a step or two in case there's any water leakage or anything like that. I recommend you 2 levels or 1. All right, let's go a couple of details on the system itself. All right, right now we have it on filter, but before, when you first get it, you got to do the backwash, the waste, and then you could do the thing. So when we got it, we had to do the rinse first. All right, that means getting all the sand that's in the center. Once you do the rinse, go to waste, and then you go actually start the filter. Now it does have a filter. It has a winter. This is if you want to turn it off and have it on, you know, here most of the time. But I don't normally do that. So another thing is, here's the backwash right here. Here's a close. You could close it completely, so you could shut it down in case you don't want any water to drain or anything, or you want to make changes. Now, when you do the backwash, it's gonna drip from here. It's gonna spill a lot of water. So maybe tie a tube here, and I have a drainage system here. So this is how we're gonna do it. So very simple. Right now it's on filter. We're gonna keep on filter, and that's pretty much really how it runs. All right. So this basket gets full, dirty. Turn off everything, close the valve, take out the basket, clean it out.